If you are going to watch Avengers, Doomsday, then brother, there is one problem. Marvel has made so many big projects over the years that now, apparently, you also have to do homework just to watch one movie. But this time an interesting thing has happened. Disney Plus has itself released an official countdown to Avengers Doomsday list. It has released a watch list. I mean, not a random fan-made list, but a signal from Disney that you should watch these stories to experience Avengers Doomsday properly. And as soon as you look at the list, one thing becomes clear. Marvel is not just connecting the MCU. It is picking up the old X-Men universe, multiverse, Wakanda, Namor, and all the other characters and bringing them all together in one place. Avengers Doomsday is coming in December. So let's see what all you should watch before that day that matters for Doomsday. First comes X-Men. In the original 2000 X-Men movie, we get the foundation of characters like Professor X, Magneto, Cyclops, and Mystique. Today this is not just nostalgia because the original actors of these same characters are going to return in Avengers Doomsday. Patrick Stewart's Professor X, Ian McKellen's Magneto, James Marsden's Cyclops, and Rebecca Romijn's Mystique are going to be seen there. These are the versions that audiences saw decades ago. So watching X-Men is basically about understanding the relationships and ideologies of those characters, so that when they stand in front of MCU heroes, you don't feel like, brother, where did these random superheroes come from? After this is X2, X-Men United. If the first X-Men movie is an introduction, then X2 develops the dynamics of this team more seriously. It explores the complicated relationship between Professor X and Magneto, the conflict between mutants and humans, and the internal bonds of the X-Men. All this can give emotional weight to the returning characters. So yes, you need to watch the two X-Men movies. Next is Captain America, the first Avenger. This is Steve Rogers' origin story. But in the context of Doomsday, its importance becomes even more interesting. Captain America has been the moral center symbol of the Marvel Universe. And Chris Evans' Steve Rogers is returning once again in the cast of Doomsday. So this movie is necessary not only to understand the origin of the Shield, but also to understand what ideology Steve Rogers represents. And when an old Captain America comes back among a new generation of heroes, the comparison will automatically become interesting. And in a way, Steve Rogers' character has been the center point of every story in the MCU. So brother, don't miss this movie at all. Then comes the Avengers, the 2012 movie where Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, and Hawkeye came together as a team for the first time. If you look at Doomsday today, the situation almost feels like an extreme version of that. Then 6 superheroes came together in one room. Now Marvel is bringing multiple teams, multiple universes, multiple generations together on one battlefield. So yes, consider the first Avengers movie as a small version of Avengers Doomsday. From this movie, you will understand what a cinematic universe is and what a team-up is. And after this comes Avengers Infinity War. Here the stakes become cosmic. The story of Thanos and the Infinity Stones, the collision of Avengers and Guardians, and an ending that no one expected. Brother, according to me, this is the best movie of the Infinity Saga. Infinity War set up a villain whose thinking made the audience his supporter. Doomsday is also being built around a villain who is not a normal supervillain. The fight against Dr. Doom is not going to be just a punching contest, but here is a supervillain who considers himself a hero, just like Thanos. In a way, you can say the template that Thanos had, Dr. Doom is going to have something similar in Doomsday. Immediately after Infinity War, you should watch Avengers Endgame. Endgame closed the original Avengers era and gave an emotional conclusion to the stories of big characters like Steve Rogers, Tony Stark, and Natasha. It gave an emotional ending. Now just see that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back not as Iron Man, but as Doctor Doom. They are variants of each other. So to understand that emotional weight, you must watch Endgame. Along with this, what connection will Steve Rogers have? What connection will his time travel have with Avengers, Doomsday? That's why you must watch Endgame. Basically, watching Endgame before Doomsday is the most important. Without it, you won't understand Doomsday at all. Now let's move to the important pieces of the multiverse saga. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. You have to start here first. Disney has officially included this in Doomsday too. Shang-Chi's story starts like an origin movie, but Marvel has intentionally left the mystery of the Ten Rings unresolved. Simu Liu's Shang-Chi is returning in Doomsday, and in the trailer, he has also been shown with an important character. So yes, I think there is some connection between the Ten Rings and Doctor Doom, which makes this movie very important. Next is Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. The importance of this movie is double. First, Shuri officially gets established in the role of Black Panther here. Second, Namor and Talokan are introduced. And the characters from both sides are an important part of Doomsday's conflict. After Wakanda Forever, you understand what emotional position Shuri is in, and from what perspective Namor sees the world. So if you watch this movie, then when the characters of Wakanda and Talokan interact with the rest of the heroes in Doomsday, their presence will not feel like side characters. Then comes Captain America, Brave New World. This movie is especially important because of Sam Wilson. He has now become the new Captain America. Steve Rogers passing on the Shield was a massive transition for the MCU. And Brave New World shows how Sam deals with his new identity. In Doomsday, Sam is coming as a major leader of the Avenger era. So if you skip his journey, you will not understand the impact of his new position, the story of his new position. Then, there is Deadpool and Wolverine. If you don't want to be shocked seeing old X-Men characters in Doomsday, then watching this movie is very important. It is compulsory. Deadpool and Wolverine directly connected legacy Marvel characters to the MCU through the multiverse. Now Wade Wilson, Wolverine, TVA, and different realities come together here. The most important thing is that, brother, the movie proves that Marvel is not simply rebooting legacy characters. It is using their existing history, existing story through the multiverse. The return of the original X-Men in Doomsday is the next step of this larger idea. That yes, in the MCU's multiverse, whatever Marvel movies have come in history, they all exist in different universes. Next is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The name itself has multiverse, and for Doomsday this concept is foundational. In this movie, Doctor Strange deals with alternate universes, incursions, and dangerous consequences of reality. The film establishes that, brother, events of one universe can destroy another universe. They can cause incursions. Doomsday's massive crossover is going to take this multiverse chaos to a dangerous level. Basically, you will get a crash course on the multiverse in this movie before Doomsday. Then comes Thunderbolts. This movie is directly important for the new Avengers. Yelena, Bucky, Red Guardian, Ghost, John Walker, and most importantly Sentry. All of them come together in a dysfunctional team, and by the end of the movie, a very big status change happens. This new group, new team is known as the New Avengers. Even Stark Tower, which later became Avengers Tower, becomes their headquarters in this movie. It becomes the New Avengers Tower. Their role in Doomsday is exciting because now Marvel doesn't have a traditional Avengers team, but a group of multiple heroes. Sam Wilson is one side. Thunderbolts is one side. There is the Fantastic Four team, X-Men, and original old characters as well. After this, you need to watch the Fantastic Four: First Steps. The Fantastic Four are the newest major family heroes of the MCU, and the film introduces them in an alternate retro-futuristic 1960s-inspired world. Understanding this team's dynamic will be crucial for Doomsday because the whole team is confirmed, and the movie's ending teases a connection with Doctor Doom and Franklin Richards that directly connects this movie to Avengers: Doomsday. This movie is going to be directly connected to Doomsday just like Endgame. And from the trailer, it has been confirmed that the Fantastic Four team already knows everything about Doctor Doom. They know about his history. And finally, ignoring the Disney Plus series Loki would be the biggest mistake. In the context of Doomsday, the Loki series is perhaps the most important piece of the entire list. Loki Season 1 and Season 2 explain the structure of the multiverse, timelines, variants, TVA, and Loki's transformation. In the end, Loki's role literally becomes connected to the survival of timelines and realities. It becomes connected to the multiverse. Loki's return in Avengers. Doomsday is confirmed, and therefore understanding his story will help you a lot in decoding the bigger picture of the multiverse. I would recommend that right after Endgame, you must watch this series. Watch both seasons back to back. Without it, watching Doomsday is impossible. And if you haven't watched this series, then don't watch Doomsday at all. So yes, this was Disney's official list to watch before Avengers: Doomsday. If you look at this list, a fascinating pattern emerges. This is not a random list of the best Marvel movies. This list makes you familiar with every character of Doomsday. In a way, Disney has given fans an official roadmap. But the list has also been kept intentionally limited so that casual fans can at least understand on the surface. Personally, if I speak, I would prefer that if you want to watch Doomsday, first watch the entire Infinity Saga, meaning all MCU movies up to Avengers: Endgame. And obviously, it is not important to watch every movie released after Endgame. It is not important to watch every series. From the Multiverse Saga, I would say that only watch the movies I mentioned in this video, and obviously do watch the Loki series. For X-Men, I would recommend that you watch X-Men 1 and X-Men 2 together, but also watch X-Men: Days of Future Past and Logan as well. Do tell in the comments which movie from this list you have not watched. And whoever you are going to watch Doomsday with, definitely share this video with them. To know which events are causing Avengers: Doomsday, watch the video above, and to watch the Doomsday trailer breakdown, watch the one below. I will be back soon with a new video. Till then, be Desi, be Nad.